Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself firstly. My name Ilham Akbar, and I come from Institut Tazkiyah Bogor. So, in this opportunity, I want to explain my presentation about the implication of small medium enterprise or SMEs financing on bank Sharia profitability in Indonesia. Analysis of internal and external factor. So this is my outline. For the first, I want to explain about background of study. So research question, literature review and preview study, and the last research method. For the first background study, we know that the increase in Sharia financial asset as reported by the International Financial Service London show this significant increase starting from 1919 to 2006 as much as 10%. 10% or starting from 150 billion to 531 billion USD in 2006. And according to Beck et al., share financial asset increased by 19 billion USD in 2011 or increased twice as much. Okay, so the Sharia financial institution, especially Sharia bank, have an important role in enhancing economic growth because banks are one of the financial institutions in the service that can provide assistance in the form of financing for the lower middle class or business people. So this is the graph about the MAS development of SMEs development in Indonesia and contribution toward Indonesia and GDP. Micro and small medium enterprise SMEs in Indonesia have been growing rapidly lately, as evidenced by the increase of the ratio of micro, small, and medium enterprise financing to financing carried out by Islamic bank. This also relates to the level of profitability of the embedded Islamic bank from the financing result. That we can see in the graph that Sharia bank and also BPRS increasing every year for the financing of SMEs. So next, there is factors suggested give an effect to SMEs financing and probability of Sharia bank. There is internal factor and external factor. For the internal factor, there is five indicator that suggest give an effect to the financing of SMEs. The first is third-party fund, non-performing financing, capital adequacy ratio, financing to deposit ratio, and operational cost operating income. So for this is effect to the SMEs financing, and we can see the SMEs financing will also affect to the return on asset or for the probability of bank. So for the next external factor, there's three external factor. The first is GDP or gross domestic product. So the second is BI rate, and the third is inflation rate. This variable suggest give an effect to SMEs financing, and SMEs financing give an effect to return on asset or bank profitability. So my research question in this presentation is this research intend to see the relationship between internal and external or macroeconomic variable on SMEs financing and their impact on the probability of Sharia bank in Indonesia. So this is the literature review. Small medium enterprise in relation to the economic get more attention in helping economic growth. To carry out their business activities, small medium enterprise need fund or capital so that their business can run smoothly. According to Cook, said that funding is the most important thing and is a major factor in supporting the success, growth, and also development of SMEs. According to Scott, profitability is not only how company make profit, but profitability also measure how efficient and effective business activities are carried out by the company. So this is three way that this Sharia bank give on financing to SMEs. The first with musyarakah, the second with mudorobah, and the third is with murabahah. For the internal factor, there's five variable that I was explained before. The first is capital adequacy ratio, third party fund, not performing finance, operational cost, operating income, financing to deposit ratio. So this is the external factor. There's inflation, interest rate, gross domestic product. So for the previous study, there is research conducted by Nuria et al. In 2018, who observed the banking sector in Indonesia vulnerable from January 2011 to December 2016. Using the FAR or VACM research method, state that TPF has positive effect on the financing of SMEs in the long term, while in the short term it does not have a positive effect. While SCA for SMEs financing show a negative and insignificant relationship, both in long run and short run. BOPO to SMEs financing in the short run show insignificant and has a negative relation, but in the long run it is significant and has positive relation. And NPF for SMEs financing is not significant on the short run, but significant on the long run for SMEs financing. Finally, FDL on SMEs financing has positive and also significant relationship, both in short run and long run. So there is study or research from the Nur Hidayah that he used the macro or the external factor for the research. And Nur Hidayah and Ispandiari 2016 conclude that GDP, inflation, and also profit sharing margin did not have a significant effect on SMEs financing, but rather it was FDR who had a significant effect on SMEs financing. And also by research conducted by Yasmin 2070 conclude that FDR, inflation, DPK, and EP had a positive effect on SMEs financing, while equivalent rate financing or ERP NPF has a negative effect on SMEs financing. So this is my research methodology. This research is a quantitative study which use secondary data or data that is already available from various sources. The period of time used of this research is 5 years, starting from January 2013 to December 2018. Research also use various sources to obtain data such as from Bank Indonesia, the Financial Service Authority, and also the Ministry of SMEs. The variables that used in the study were divided into two, namely internal and also external. For internal data such as TVF, CHAR, NVF, FDR, BOPO, and ROA. The author used data derived from the Sharia General Bank public report issued by the Indonesian Financial Authority OJK, and also SMEs credit report originating from the Ministry of Cooperative and Small and Medium Business. Whereas for the external data such as inflation, GDP, and interest rates sourced from the monthly report of Bank Indonesia. So data source this study. So this is the step for processing data using FAR. For the first time series data. Oh, sorry. I want to explain about this firstly. The study used quantitative method as a basis for data processing and also testing data. Quantitative tools used are the FAR or VACM method. The method initiated by the Sims 1918, who is the developer of the FAR and VACM method, says that the FAR VACM method is that an informal univariate modeling approach treating simultaneous number of variables in similar ways, where each endogenous variable is regressed by its own leg, as well as the legs of the of other factors in a limited system. The goal of the approach to analyze the system dynamic response in the shock without needing to rely on the inherent incredible constraint on identification in structural model. So this is the step for processing data using VAR. For the first data series time series data on the level. So second stationary testing, stationary data or unit rest test. If the stationary we use VAR for the test. So if not stationary, we use VECM for the test. Thank you, maybe for this is for me. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.